guys, welcome back to my kitchen. So we're still cooking Mediterranean food, but I got up today and I was kind of like, nah, I don't know. I don't think I'm doing today. You know when you wake up and you just know the day's not happening, you need a mental health day. That's kind of like how I felt this morning. Kind of feel like just putting my pajamas back on, climbing on the couch, maybe power watching a few shows on Netflix, and eating a big bowl of comfort food. So growing up an Italian American in New York, comfort food for me is pasta. And I don't mean complicated sauces with tons of ingredients or long cooking times or anything like that. I'm talking more along the lines of a peasant dish. I'm talking more along the lines of scarola with pasta and beans. So for you non-Guineas out there, what's scarola? Scarola is escarole, and it's a green leafy vegetable. And people say to me, well, what does escarole taste like? Escarole tastes like escarole. Just like spinach tastes like spinach and asparagus tastes like asparagus. It has its own flavor. But it's not an overly powerful flavor. It's not pungent or strong. It's a mild flavor because it is like a lettuce and is often confused with green leaf lettuce. And I'll show you later, they look identical. But it does have a mild bitterness to it, which I kind of really hate saying that because who thinks like bitter food and yummy? Not many people, right? But you have to think along the lines of like endive salad's really, really bitter, but when you pair it with the right ingredients, it's just so good. And with scarola, when you pair it with olive oil and tons of garlic, it just cuts through that mild bitterness and really brings it up to a level of yummy. You're gonna find yourself eating this dish, making those nom nom noises. So, bang into work, call in sick to school, forget about your household chores and your errands, give that kid a little Benadryl and stick him back in bed for a little while. We're going to play hooky today. We're gonna lay on the couch and watch TV and eat a big bowl of scarola with pasta and beans. So let me show you the necessary ingredients to make this dish.
Okay, so here it is. You need 1 large head of escarole. And this is what it looks like. Extremely similar to this guy, green leaf. So be careful. Make sure to buy the one that has the band that says escarole around it. And it also has a white bottom, so that's how you can tell them apart. You're also going to need this, garlic, about 8 to 10 cloves, finely chopped. 1 pound of fusilli pasta. And this is what it looks like. You'll also need 1 can of cannellini beans with the juice. And this is the brand I bought. You'll also need 1 cup of olive oil. And of course, salt and pepper to taste.
Alrighty, so we have all of our necessary ingredients together. We still need to prep our escarole really quick. We need to just chop it up into bite-sized pieces and rinse it really well because it is like a lettuce and so it tends to be dirty or sandy, if you will. And that ain't nothing you want in your yummy pasta. So we'll take care of that and then I'll meet you at the stove where we'll start cooking our pasta. But to make this more of a me fun day, I'm gonna be cooking and drinking. I highly suggest you do the same. I'm having a glass of Chardonnay. Cheers. Yummy. So, enough talking. Let's get cooking.
Okay, so we're going to start by just cutting the end off of the escarole and discarding that. And next we're gonna just chop this up into bite-sized pieces. Once you do that, we're gonna place them in a bowl in the sink, and we're just gonna rinse them under some running cold water 2 or 3 times to get them nice and clean. So just give them a good rinse, shake them up a bit, and then we're going to just quickly take that after we've let it soak for a second and drain it. And then we're just gonna pour out that dirty water and rinse this bowl off and repeat the process. Just throw it back in, move it around, rinse, repeat. So once you've rinsed your escarole 2 or 3 times, I suggest you put it in a salad spinner and get some of that water off, because we are going to be putting this into some hot olive oil and you don't want it to splatter and get burnt. Okay, so now that that's done, let's move to the stove. Turn on your heat to about medium and add your 1 cup of olive oil. Next, we're gonna add the 8 to 10 cloves of chopped garlic. Just give it a stir. And now we're gonna just carefully and slowly add the escarole. I'm gonna add a little more than half. I don't wanna crowd the pan too much. And I'm gonna season it with some Mediterranean salt. Then cover it with the lid. Let it cook for about a minute, then come back and give it a little bit of a stir. The escarole towards the bottom is going to be a little bit more wilted, so you want to just mix it up and add some more escarole. And a little bit more salt. And then put the lid on again. Now we're going to add some salt to our water that's boiling for our pasta. Add your 1 pound of fusilli. Give it a good stir so nothing sticks. Okay, now let's take the lid off, check on our escarole. It's come down nicely and softened up. So we'll add the 1 can of cannellini beans. And now let's season that a little with some salt and some black pepper. Stir that in and let this cook for about 3 or 4 minutes with the lid on. So now let's check our pasta that's been cooking for about 8 or 9 minutes. Looks good. I've saved 1 cup of the pasta water and I'm going to add that to the escarole beans. And now I'm going to add the drained pasta to the escarole beans as well. Give it a good stir and now it's ready to eat.
Okay guys, so here it is. Scarola with pasta and beans. Let me show you how I like to top my pasta.
First, I like to drizzle some olive oil over the top. And then a little grated Parmesan cheese. Some cracked black pepper. And last but not least, some red hot pepper flake.
Let's taste it. Yummy. I'm gonna get a little pasta, scarola. I just love scarola, beans, and pasta. The escarole still has like a little bit of a crunch to it. The pasta's cooked just perfect. And then you have those creamy cannellini beans. Look at my pasta. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Salud. Well, guys, I hope you try and enjoy this dish. Until next time, bye.